Okay, we've got something a bit different today. Gadget, kind of is. This is a label printer, brother label printer, brother at your side. Now, use these at work, where we are currently, and we use an older one, the 570. This has come out, don't know when it came out, but anyway, looking for a new printer, looking for something that was wireless, that we can use the iPhone, Android, tablets and stuff, just to print direct to, rather than having to plug a PC, Mac in, open up some software and use that to print labels out. So this is where this came in, address labels. This is where this came in. And they actually do one, to my surprise, which is great. You should be able to print from anywhere. Not only that, of the coveted battery pack for it. Can hardly get these anywhere. I found a place that had 2 in stock, so I had one. So 2 separate things. This requires this to work. So let's just open it up. So if you're not interested in printing labels of any description whatsoever in red and black and on thermal label rolls, you might as well forget this review. Okay, nicely packed in there. 2 demo rolls, won't be needing them. It's the same media type as I'm currently using, thank goodness. And we go through hundreds of rolls. Got a power adapter, USB cable, UK plug, instruction manual. Let's just tip that out, and that's it. That's all that's in there. So there she is. It's got rubber feet on the bottom, non-slip, pretty solid. Sort of thing you know on your counter. You can do passes with it, things like that. If you've got an event and you're wanting people to type their own name in, you can use a tablet which is connected to this, sat on a little stand, and they come in, they just type their name into a pre-formatted label, and they just press enter and it prints out, and they can stick it on themselves. It saves you doing the work. Immediately open up the battery pack, because this is going to come on the picking trolley. This is one we've got for a demo to see if it actually works in principle in the warehouse. So, simple as that, nothing fancy about that one. So the battery is as much as the printer, if not slightly more. But so rare these. I'm so glad I managed to find a supplier with one. Again, it just mimics the bottom. It's got rubber pads, handy little carry height to it as well. So I need to undo, there's little screw plates there, and that's going to plug straight in there. So it'll essentially fit onto the bottom. 2.5 hour charge time, presumably through USB. That's the only way I've seen it work before, was through USB, but maybe it'll charge through this. Plug that in, and let's give it a go. So that's the actual printer. I'll do a close-up shot for you now of the printer. And there you can see all the functionality, so it actually cuts itself. There's a QL-820NWB, NWB being the important part for the wireless printing by connecting direct to it. And this will fit this 820 range, so anything in the 820 range, if you can get hold of it. I'll just show you the back end of that so you know. There you go, 14.4 volts, 26 watt hours. Biggest battery in the world, but it's only running this little printer. Opens it up, media goes in there, it's fed through here, comes out here. Pretty straightforward, really. So I'm going to go and plug this in now. So this is the plate at the bottom. It just needs to come off, I'm assuming. When do I ever read the instructions? Never. Wow, unless I get stuck. Hey. So with this plate off, I should just be able to slot that on there, and there we go. That's what she looks like when slotted into the battery pack. Is there any power in it? Oh, there is. So as you can see, this isn't magic. This is not a perpetual motion machine. This is a working without being plugged into external power, essentially, machine. So there we go. I'll pull this off. One thing I did neglect to mention is that the screws in there. There you go. There, and there, and fit on to the brass fittings there. Okay, I've actually screwed it on. Quite a lot more difficult than it was, because they're such small screws and so far recessed that getting them to land upright. I don't have a magnetic screwdriver, was quite difficult. Anyway, doing that, laying on its front, it's actually gone past the initial setup, so I need to put a roll in there and go from there. So I'll probably just put the demo roll in to get it going. That says you've got to pull this tab out. Lovely. Pull that out as well. Don't want that in there. So they give you a stingy little bit of amount, and when you actually separate it, it leaves that bit on there. Hopefully that'll be okay. But what you do is you just slot it in there, and that's as straightforward as that. And then you need to feed through the roll, which with a small little roll like this, find that's all curled up. So I've done this hundreds of times with the other printer. I suppose I am trying to do it one-handed. Okay, I've kind of put that in. It's just, there we are. So auto cut feature on it. This one doesn't have a tray. Our other ones have a tray that comes out and catches the cut-offs. Wrong roll type. Yeah, yada, yada, yada. Let's go to menu. Nothing, let's turn it on. Oh, there we go. Well, it tells you battery status, so that's quite low. It tells you your media type, presumably. Okay. Tells you where you're at. Really, I need to go to settings and set up this set clock. Let's do that. It is 14:20. Month is October of time of filming this, and the 30th, didn't I said? I'll call that the date, not the clock, but there we are. Settings, template, settings, information, administration, WLAN. Oh, interesting. Okay, Bluetooth. Bluetooth on or off. Automatic reconnection. I want that on. Bluetooth status on or off. Let's turn that on. It's on. Okay, so we got that on. That was easy. I mean, it's easy enough so far. Let's see what happens. Just go back to the menu and just try and connect to it. So just remember, I'm doing all this without reading the manual. So I'm just going to go to Bluetooth. There we are. Go to that. See if we can see it on here. Desktop QL. That might be it there. You never know. QL. Boom. It's connected. Is it going to be really as easy as this? Because this is impressive so far. So, Brother label printer. Brother. Launch that. No labels saved. So let's go a new one and let's put an address in here, shall we? Okay, I've typed in an address and let's just say print. See what that does. Will it work? Oh, print, not connected. Interesting one, it says not connected. Let me just zoom in so you can see that. Printer. Set menu. Okay. Bluetooth. Select your printer. Done that. Ah, okay, I think it's because I launched the app before I actually got the printer. Print. Gonna work? Printing. It says printing. Come on. Don't let us down here, because you've done really well. Device is on. It says printing. Wow. Okay. It might let us down here. Right. Right. Whilst that's doing its thing, and it's going to error out presumably, is that this in itself for us isn't any good. We need the Royal Mail. Forgotten the name of it now, but the Royal Mail stamp on here as part of our franking. So it's our franking stamp. We need that on here as well. So we need to import a label with it on. So I'm gonna have to look into that as a bit more of an in-depth thing to find out how you get that label onto here. I presume it's possible onto this app. You can definitely save out labels. Whether you can import them and save them out, I'm not sure. So I'll look into that. But this is just a test really, see if we can actually get it to print from here to there. Now, if it's going to take this long, that's a problem, but I don't believe it will. I think there must be just some sort of problem with it, some error. Whether that's, just press OK on that. Let's come out of that. Oh, the roll of the roll of labels or tape inside the machine does not match the one selected in the application. Okay. Right. It says it's 29. 29, help with the film properly, wouldn't it? 29 by 90. It's interesting because I don't think it is. I need to look at the. Let's have a look. Okay, check media. Checking media. What's it come back with?
media's been detected. Okay, let's just say done. Let's try again then, 62, let's just print. And then print, let's try it again. And see if that just prints. Printing, so it's gone away, it's checked it. Oh, it says receiving. Oh, hello. Wow, that's a lot slower than our current one. But there she is in Samsung, 123 Fake Street, Gloucester. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, that works. Absolutely lovely. So the next thing to do is to check if I can import that label with the franking stamp on it. And this handle is quite handy when you're moving it about. Obviously you don't need any of those connections in the back, apart from the power to recharge the battery pack, which I'll do now while I'm looking into the logistics of actually getting that label across onto it. But it's made of a durable plastic. The rubber feet will be really helpful for stopping it slipping, and you actually can hold it. So, and carry it around and move it about. Truly mobile, self-contained label printer. So, out in the warehouse, let's plug this into here. In the back here, that's where the cable goes into. Plug that in. Let's turn that on, and let's see what happens. See if it starts giving you a status update on the battery. It does. It tells you it's charging, and presumably this will update as it's charging. So that's all good. And obviously, I can still print whilst it's plugged in charging. It's not like it's not usable. It's just needs charging for a couple of hours. It should last quite some time. Okay, to get that franking here in, it was relatively easy. I copied it across from Mac to the notepad, and from the notepad as an image to there. So easy enough to do that. Let's try and print it. Print. Printing. Oh. Hello, hello, hello. That is fairly quick. Okay, that has come out spot on. That's really easy. Really, really easy. Just apply that straight to a Jiffy bag, box, whatever you like. Brilliant. That's worked really, really well. So in conjunction with that and the free application, yeah, works absolutely brilliantly. Seamless. No problem at all. And with additional battery pack, it makes it even more versatile. And that's charged up, looks like about 50% now. It's been on for about 20 minutes, something like that. Maybe even less than that. You can see by the time, probably 10, 15, 20 minutes, one of those. But yeah, really, really good. So well impressed with that. Okay, I've come in the morning and it says battery empty. Yeah, that is set to auto power off after 60 seconds, definitely, because I checked it yesterday. So from now on, I will plug it into the power, which is probably a good practice anyway. Plug into the power before I leave, or before we leave each evening. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to do that. Now that either indicates that the battery's dodgy, which I would have thought was unlikely, or it just doesn't power down. So let me just turn it on. Charging. I'll show you the menu. I went to lithium ion battery and 60. There you go. It was only on for an hour. So I don't know. Bit strange. A little bit odd. There we go. Adapters, it's all there. So I don't know. But anyway, it ran out. Unexplainable at this moment. I'll get back to doing some work. Bluetooth is flashing, which obviously shows it's not connected. But I'll just connect up to that. I'll let you know if it auto connects. It might not be auto connected because I'm filming currently with it. But I'll have to print from here this morning in this little corner. So it didn't auto connect, but when I went to the Bluetooth settings and clicked on the device, the I button on the phone to have a look, it then offered me to pair, which it's never done before. So I just said pair and it connected. So now I assume now it's properly paired, it will just connect each time there's a Bluetooth signal coming from this, just like your headphones and stuff, just automatically connect, which is pretty neat. So it's the following morning, in again, early, just to see. Let's power this up. So I turned it off yesterday, so battery's all good. Probably won't see that as it fades in. There we go. I'm just going to see if the phone connects, and it looks like it has. It's not flashing, so the phone's just connected automatically since pairing correctly yesterday. So there we go. I think that pretty much finishes off the review. I found the app to be pretty good. You can save out loads and loads of labels and all that sort of business. Little bit buggy every now and again with the address. You can paste it in and it freezes, but you can still print. It still pastes in and you can still print from it. And it does revert back eventually, but otherwise the app works well. I'm using the app solely, in fact, to print hundreds of labels, so it's working well. Print's a bit slow. I'm not sure if I can reduce the quality to make the print speed increase, which it does need to really for the volume that we're doing. Needs to like that. That needs to be the way it is. That's the way it is currently with ours. Except for this one is ridiculously slow.